Ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to our co-main event of the evening and the final of the King of Sparta Elimination Welterweight Division Tournament. Out of the red corner, Clayton Pye.
Clayton Pye coming to the cage for the finals of our King of Sparta Welterweight Tournament. He had a bye in round one because his opponent wasn't able to make it into the ring tonight. So he won his kickboxing match by a close decision. And as Sparta CEO Jeff Cisneros let us know earlier on, Mr. Pye now going to have a chance to put on display some literal Olympic caliber wrestling. This is where that can shine. Not much chance for that in his kickboxing match. Pye on the receiving end of a brutal body attack by his opponent, Kurt Smith, in the kickboxing bout. See if he's fully recovered from that. Pye, a product of Syndicate MMA in Vegas.
Out of the blue corner, Jake Valdes.
Mr. Valdes did a nice job in his kickboxing bout of firing off some knee strikes to the body. So let's see if he's able to work some of that same.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your co-main event of the evening and the final for the King of Sparta Elimination Welterweight Division Tournament. This bout is scheduled for three 3-minute rounds. Fighting out of the red corner with Niagara Top Team out of Thorold, Ontario, Clayton the Bear Pye. Fighting out of the blue corner with Team ROC out of Fort Bragg, North Carolina, Jake Smooth Operator Valdes.
Pye with the red tape, Valdes with the blue tape.
All right, gentlemen.
King of Sparta Tournament Finals.
Any questions? Touch them up. Back to your corners, please.
Oscar Martinez, our referee for this 3-round, 3 minutes each fight. Both fighters ready. Here we go. Much touted is the wrestling of Pye. Let's see if he elects to make a pretty immediate attempt at a takedown or not. Pye, like he did in his kickboxing bout, looking good, just stepping in close and firing off with heavy hands. Served him well in the last fight. Lateral drop by Pye. He landed on his back, but able to get the turn. Just rolled his opponent over the top of him. Now settling into side control is Pye. See what Valdes is able to offer up off of his back by way of defense or escapes.
Let's go, gentlemen.
Referee Oscar Martinez already asking for some more action. No strikes thus far being offered up on Pye, but very heavy hips, and going to be very difficult to unseat a wrestler with his experience. Valdes keeping himself safe right now. Starting to work his way toward the north-south choke. It's Pye. See if he's able to close that up. Not yet, but again, maintaining really solid side control. Just nowhere for Valdes to go here. Using his leg to try to work under the left arm of Valdes is Pye. So trying to work himself toward a positional advantage is Pye. Wouldn't mind seeing him try to work some striking in here. Definitely controlling position, but judges would much more like to see some damage being inflicted. Valdes calm off the bottom. Having to fight that face crank with the forearm coming down heavy across his jaw. Very, very tight side control by Pye. Just doing everything with very nice technical precision. Keeping his knees in tight, hips down, elbows snug, pressuring with the head. Makes it very, very difficult for Valdes to be able to offer up anything in the way of offense. Can't see if he's trying to isolate the far arm. Now transitioning to mount is Pye. See what he elects to do from here. Only 10 seconds left. Pye gonna flurry with some ground and pound. Buck and roll by Valdes. Pye looking to sink in the rear naked choke. I was gonna say only seconds to go here. So good ending to the round by Pye, and Pye definitely shows he's able to control position on the ground. I think probably if you're in the corner of Pye, you're gonna ask him to try to set that up a little earlier, give himself more time to work into advantageous position. And if you're in the corner of Valdes, you're gonna be telling him try to keep that distance, work that beautiful striking that you showed off, show us some of those knees, because we know that that's what damaged Pye in his earlier fight. Checking out things on the replay here, and see this takedown by Pye. He spent a few moments up against the cage. See if we get this takedown in or not before the round starts again. It's just a beautiful lateral drop. No, we missed it there. All right, round two. And that's exactly the kind of action that we need to see out of Valdes. Keeping the distance, working the longer strikes, trying to keep the wrestler off of you, effect damage from afar. Pye doing what he does best, working in, trying to grab hold of his opponent. Nice job scrambling back to standing by Valdes. Oh, and Valdes lands solidly. Pye, however, takes it well. Seemingly doesn't even care about those punches to the head. Pye eats a couple of shots, tries to level change. Valdes circles his way out of it, does so again. Well, each fighter's game plan clearly on display here. Pye, good flurry of punches, then closes in for the double leg. Doesn't quite have his hands together. Now his hands are clasped, and he's under the hips. This will end in a takedown, folks. Big pickup and slam by Pye. And again, that just very technically precise, very heavy side control by Pye, and immediately he goes to work with a couple of strikes. It's what Pye needed to do earlier in round one. He knows he can control the position, just has to start working some damage into this portion of his game. And Pye starting to isolate that far arm. Powerful rib strike. Could hear that thudding throughout the arena by Pye. Valdes looking to scramble, back to his feet, nicely done. Good escape to standing by Valdes, but Pye still has a hold of him. Not quite a body lock. Pye tries to kick the leg out from him. No joy on that technique. Valdes doing a good job fighting the grip here, trying to break apart the hands of Pye. Pye switches it off to a single. He's in deep with it. Threatens with the guillotine, does Valdes. Not really going to get that choke, but basically makes his opponent have to react by standing taller, which takes away some of the leverage on the takedown. So good defense shown there by Valdes. And again, fighting the grip is Valdes. Right on the bell, Pye lands what I would call a crushing right hand, and Valdes just kind of gives him the stink eyes, sort of like, so what? But man, that looked powerful. He ate it well. So Pye again on the ground, positional control, standing. Valdes better with his striking. Success in this round, but Pye able to control some of the standing action as well, having the back and working the body lock and using those wrestling skills again. As we see on the replay, Pye able to take a shot there because Valdes cracked him hard with those 4-ounce gloves. Round 3, King of Sparta. Tournament finals in the welterweight division. Working toward the head kick was Valdes. Pye threw the spinning back fist. Evaded the kick in doing so. I was going to say, it's always precarious trying to throw a kick against really strong wrestler because you put yourself on one leg and they can grab the other leg that's up in the air, and it's exactly what Pye was able to do. Head control here by Pye as he again settles into that side position. See if he elects to try to transition to mount. Using some shoulder strikes now as Pye. Those are landing solidly. Valdes doing a good job with the leg entanglement on one leg of Pye. Oh, but more solid shoulder strikes coming down. Valdes having his head bounced off the canvas a couple of times there. Lockdown leg position by Valdes, keeping Pye from being able to scramble up. Referee Oscar Martinez says, a little slow on the action, let's bring it to standing. They want to see you either advancing position, striking, damaging in doing so, or trying to effect a submission. That's the criteria they look for as far as keeping the fight on the ground. If there's not enough of any of those happening, they'll bring it back to standing. That's where we are right now. Valdes pumps the Superman punch, closes the distance, but Pye gets the headlock takedown. Some of the best striking of the fight by Pye so far. Looking to set up the armbar. It's a bad position for Valdes. Pye just unrelenting with his punches. Barely able to get a hand in there in order to keep himself safe. Now trying to set up an armbar is Valdes, bringing his legs over. Pye, wise to it, chucks off the legs. Keeps Valdes up tight against the cage where he's having a hard time getting that leg through again. And just unfettered punches being landed by Pye here. And that's going to be it. Congratulations. Clayton Pye goes home as our King of Sparta welterweight tournament champion. Mr. Pye had a bye in round number 1, so was able to forego the boxing portion of the tournament due to his opponent pulling out. Ended up with a decision victory in the kickboxing match in order to advance to the finals, and then put his wrestling and finally his ground striking skills on display in order to go home with the victory. Seeing it on the replay here, just an unrelenting flurry of left hands being shown by our King of Sparta champion. And big smiles over in his corner. Take it up to Josh Stewart for the official time at the end of the fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee called a stop to this bout. 2 minutes, 38 seconds into the third round, declaring your winner and King of Sparta, welterweight division, Clayton the Bear Pye!
Congratulations, Mr. Pye, going home with the victory. Nice new belt for that gentleman's wall.